my life, look at the last day of today. Give up, nobody don't talk to me. I'm flying on. Me don't see us up, don't try see me. Every feeling where you care for me. Me in my zone. I want me hear them I say, I want me hear them I say.
WEFM.
Not even what we want to say.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
One way.
I'm so tempted to sing the French thing, but I know I was singing nonsense on the airwaves.
Well, instead of singing nonsense,
Sing the English.
Sing Party Animal.
All right, so good morning, folks. We are back with you for another segment on Activated Mornings program. This is Talk to Us, open forum. We have roughly 9-10 minutes in this forum. So,
Said a call fast.
so call fast. All right, so the number to call is 457-9997. If you wish to talk on anything that we discussed earlier this morning or something brand new that you wish to post to us just for general conversation. All right. So again, the number to call is 457-9997. All right. So let me throw a random question over to Rajiv. What is the one thing you have ever wasted money on?
Wasted money.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Wait, no, I think a couple of things that you have wasted money on.
Couple things. I don't.
Well, actually, no, there's one main thing that, but I probably shouldn't say you're wasting your money, but I probably just tired of hearing you saying you're doing this one thing.
No, but that's not waste of money.
You, as from a female perspective, okay. All right. Good morning.
Good morning, caller.
Morning,
Morning.
morning, everyone. Roleza and
Rajiv.
well,
Rajiv.
Rajiv,
I'll help with you.
yes. I'm getting me confused there now. Your partner, Maka can't even go out one night, he's sick the next day.
Come tell me, Maka needs to restore to default settings, factory settings.
No, he needs to do like that old movie, Bubble Boy. And it's good.
Just be in a bubble.
Yeah.
But I had to shake my head yesterday with Maka. But anyhow, we wish him a speedy recovery.
Yes. Get well soon. Listen, this topic this morning it's both ways. Within all the argument, we have to remember, we, like Larissa said, I think Larissa said it earlier, we are a Christian community. And all of this thing about normalizing this lesbian and gay acts, I am convinced that this has been forced down our throat by the West. No apologies, because this is not in our cultural background at all. Back in the heyday, of course you have people who, naturally inclined that way, right? But back in the day, any act like that new in public, that person getting beaten with stick, cutlass, all kind of thing. You dare not come out. You try and have it hidden. But what is happening today is this thing seems as though it is being normalized. In the UK, you see it on television all the time. The popular soaps, the big movies, check them out. Almost every script has some acts, whether it be lesbian or gay, in there. Even in the schools here in the UK.
Yeah.
When my youngest one was at school and all this law started getting normalized and all kind, they tried to bring it in the school. And they send a notice to the parents, say, oh, we're going to be conducting this. And listen, you didn't want to hear us. Go down to that school and tell them, under no circumstances are you going to have my child in a classroom and teaching as if you're going to indicate to him that being gay is normal. No way, that's against our Christian beliefs. And we have the choice whether or not he's going to attend that class or not. So you could go with your rights and you stick that where you want. But the problem is, and the danger is, yes, as far as I'm concerned as an individual, this issue could be biological and it's beyond the individual control. But you know what? You do what you want to do, but keep it in your home, your bedroom. Because listen, when these people feel they're so empowered and emboldened, they would come and spill this in the road and behave as if it is so normal.
But then,
it happens here.
What would you say to those that bringing it into the public space in like schools and so on is it's a way to help like the young people who might be involved in that lifestyle not feel alienated,
marginalized?
Yes.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, as if they want to normalize it. But listen, if I hope they don't even go that far to say they're going to teach that in school in St. Vincent, because that would be going way, way, way beyond anything that I could ever imagine our society coming to. As I say, I want to reiterate, I have no problem with an individual, whether it be male or female, who are inclined to go that way and feel that they have the rights to go that way as a human being. Fine. But listen, it is not normal. Don't bring it on the street, mate. Trust me.
Okay.
And if there is a law, and we need to clarify what is happening there, they need to have a whatever the word is, some kind of public consultation or whether or not, because in Africa, you know, I can't remember which country it is, but there's a country in Africa who are adamant that that is not going to be passed as any law that is normal in that country. And the West gave them some licks, tried to punish them with sanctions and this. And as a matter of fact, the law that the country in question was going to impose, they reinforce it to hanging by death. That is their cultural belief.
Okay.
And that goes beyond the West. But however,
but you don't necessarily agree with that level of punishment.
Do what you do. You have the rights. Don't think you have the rights to come and normalize it on the streets of Kingston or anywhere in St. Vincent for that matter. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Wizzy. All right. So we have somebody else calling. Hi, Queens. Morning. Hello? That call connect?
Looks like it did. WhatsApp, probably doing WhatsApp things.
Okay. All right. Any comments to Wizzy while we wait for that to come to properly?
What do you think? Well, I was trying to ask him before he came off was maybe it's not a case where he necessarily agrees with the level of punishment that those African countries dole out for that sort of lifestyle. And then when he talked about having it on the books, I wonder if there's a middle ground of where people would be happy of where you amend what is currently in the laws with regards those to homosexual lifestyles, not necessarily to outright make it legal, but to put something in place to, because a lot of people concerns is seeing it out in the face, out in public. Would that be a case where you limit them in the public sphere, or?
So the thing of it is, so currently on the laws, it is a criminal act, right? But when like Freddy's one, I think it's both criminal, both in public and in private, yes. Right? And I think where persons have the issues is because even if we see like a heterosexual act being committed in public, we are going to comment the same way, right? Persons take videos, record, and they share those things. So it's still.
But I have seen reactions to public hetero activity, and people say, "Go on, man, yeah, man." You know, but then I can almost guarantee if you see a video of two men or two women, let's stick with men, let's be realistic, two men doing that, you know what the comments are going to be: fire, nastiness, don't condone that.
Yeah, I suppose I don't know if the middle ground would be for both
Because we know there's a double standard when it comes to
women
male to
and
male
men,
and female to
and
female.
yeah. Men don't regard two women as being
A lot of them,
homosexuals in the lesbian context.
they would say, "Oh, that's hot." A lot of them would say that.
It's quite different. Anyway, but what I was going to say is maybe I don't know if the middle ground would be not criminalizing it in private. Maybe that would be it, right? Not trying to criminalize it in private. But I do agree with Weezy when he said that what we see through Western culture or Western media. All right, Queen's morning.
I hear you call my name, but the phone was ringing all that time you call it when you say Queen, the phone was ringing.
Yeah, it's probably a delay somewhere, yeah.
Nicole is never on the open forum section, huh?
Hardly.
Before that.
Hardly, and she's only she's only generally on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but not usually during the Talk to Us, yeah.
In the past she was on in the open section, open forum. Because I heard her say something that she don't like shopping. She said that a couple weeks ago. I wanted to talk about that. What it remind me of, I don't know if you ever see these Gold Diggers prank videos.
I don't think so.
You ever see them?
No, I don't think so.
Well, what it is, a guy trying to talk to a girl, and she shove him off. She don't have time. She busy or whatever. She's not interested.
But when he pull up in a vehicle.
He walk over to a Lamborghini.
Right.
And he press the remote.
Yeah.
And she turn back and want to give him the guy number. You ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, London Way. I think these videos are called London Way. And so they'll make an excuse. Oh, I didn't, I was busy. I wasn't paying attention or whatever. And they all want to get into his car that he have a Lamborghini. As soon as the conversation starts in the car, the first thing they say, shopping, take me shopping. So that reminds me when she said she don't like shopping, because as soon as the lady say, take me shopping, he get angry and he tell him, get out my car, get the airport my car, you're a gold digger. And I thought it was real videos, but I find out it was acting. They were acting. I say it had to be acting because you couldn't carry on that for long. That was going on for 2 years. They say he would have been find out, somebody would have out his light already if you do embarrassing people like that. Kicking out the car and somebody out your light at some point if you're setting them up like that.
Okay.
So that reminds me of that when she said shopping. All right,
okay.
Later. Bye.
All right, thanks, Queens. All right. As Queens mentioned that part about skits and taking people, I was just remembering this whole situation with Daniel. Well, it's not Daniel Lovelace. What's his name now? Adonai Day? Daniel Lovelace now, for what you know.
Yeah,
the whole videos where persons are saying that he's embarrassed them, and now they're trying to take him to court.
Really?
Yeah. No, this is one woman from last week.
That's the skinny lady in Trinidad.
The Who, Miss Who. Don't spell Who. Just back to the original topic. I don't know. I don't know how it is going to be, but I was agreeing with something that Weezy said in terms of in the media of persons, it being shoved down our faces, because there would be like these dramas, these series.
Mm-hmm.
And I always remember that there were certain segments in some of them where, now, I am not opposed to persons having a particular sexual orientation. That is really up to you, right? Mm-hmm. But I also don't feel comfortable looking at love scenes of these individuals. I would close my eyes, right? Because I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that I found that in a lot of the series that came out, was that was what was being portrayed to us. That was being showed to us. And as people say, it was being shoved down our throats. But yeah. All right, we're going to have to end this segment and maybe take it up another time because it can be continued. So we are going to head directly into today's traffic talk. Kojo, we see you calling, but we definitely have to end the segment as we are already over time. All right, so straight into today's community dateline.
Nothing else sounds as good as WEFM, the Queen.